Hey, it's Doug Coy for SoWhatDoYouThink.com. Well, I'm taking a look at the news today, and I'm going to make some comments on some of the major stories. Right off the bat, I'll tell you, I'm biased, and I'm embracing it. Okay, first story. We got this thing about President Obama came out, and he rejected the Keystone Project.
Because this permit decision could affect the health and safety of the American people, we should take the time to ensure that all questions are properly addressed and all the potential impacts are properly understood.
Can you imagine that? Here is a man that's looking to have a boost in his popularity, and in my opinion, instead of a boost, he just dropped a bomb.
There is a political calculation going on here, and he obviously is taking the easy route out. But also, you know, they did appoint a new group to do the environmental impact study on it.
He gave in to some of the tree huggers and the guys that are sitting back saying, oh, this is going to be, you know, a kind of problem going through some of our land. Hey, it's a pipeline, folks. It's like the Alaska pipeline. They said, uh-oh, hey, you know, some moose. Could be problems with the moose over there. Come on, give me a break. Sometimes common sense has to come. And this is going to cause jobs, bring jobs in for Americans and Canadians. It's going to be good for the economy. And Obama dropped Obama. I like that. All right, the second story that just totally shocked me had to do with this, here it is, yeah. The seafarers outraged that the captain jumped ship. I mean, I'm looking on the internet, I can't believe this. Who jumps ship if you're a captain?
An Italian Coast Guard commander was arguing with the ship's captain, Francesco Schettino, who'd already left the stricken Costa Concordia in a lifeboat. When the captain complained it was dark and he couldn't see, the Coast Guard commander let loose with a furious tirade.
He had 4,200 passengers on board. Your first responsibility as a captain is to your passengers. Your second responsibility is to your crew. And your third responsibility is take care of yourself. I mean, what would have happened if that guy that went down in the Hudson River flying the plane, remember that? What would have happened if all of a sudden he come barging out the door and says, hey folks, hold on a second, captain first. No, you know what the guy did? He stayed till everybody got out of the plane, and then he walked down the aisle of the plane to make sure that nobody else was left there. Now that's the captain, and that's the way they should act. This guy jumped ship. That's my bomb number 2. Third bomb is this whole thing about SOPA and PIPA. That Stop Online Piracy Act, and PIPA was the first one they came out with, is Protect Intellectual Property Act. Now, in the offset, that sounds good. We need to protect intellectual properties. If I do a movie, if I write a book, I don't want every hacker in the world out there putting it up on the internet and allowing people to see it for free. Hey, I deserve to make some money for the work I put into it. And if I'm a large company that has put billions of dollars or millions of dollars into a movie, that should be protected. However, the way this thing could go is you're going to have some watchdog out there, some government watchdog, looking for intellectual properties. And what's it going to do to things like YouTube and Vimeo and Flickr and all that kind of stuff? I mean, it could have a huge effect.
The internet isn't broken. In fact, it's pretty great. It's been a pretty great forum in the United States and abroad for free expression, for economic innovation, for cultural communication, for everything else that we want the internet to be. We want to keep it that way.
Now, if you go to YouTube right now, they self-police. If they see something, and I've been flagged on this before because of our site, and they say, hey, you got something that could be intellectual property, you got to take a look at that, and they will take you down. And they're self-policing. I like that. I do not like the idea of having Big Brother over my shoulder, because I have a funny feeling that this would have problems with things like the First Amendment. Obama says this could really kill innovation. We need something there to protect people, but is this the answer? Do you really think that this is the answer? I don't think it's the answer. I think it's stupid. I think it's caused by some lobbyists that are putting a ton of money out there, and they're going to try to take down some pretty big people here, and I don't know what the motivation is behind all this. I think I know, but what do you think? That's more important. What do you think? I'd love to have your comments on that. So we have 3 bombs out there today. What are you thinking?